Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jocelyn here, back with another video. And for a lot of you guys who requested this video, I appreciate you guys so much. As per the title, we are doing how to make flan at home, easy step-by-step. So keep on watching. If you're a flan lover like I am, then I hope you like this video. So the ingredients that you're gonna need is 1 cup of sugar. You're also gonna need 3 eggs. Most importantly, you're gonna need la lechera. And lastly, you're gonna need evaporated milk. You wanna go ahead and preheat your oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. The very first thing is to grab the bowl. And we're gonna crack 2 regular eggs inside and then 1 egg yolk. So now that you have that in the bowl, you want to go ahead and mix it. You can either hand mix it or you can use a regular mixer. At this point, you want to go ahead and add your lechera and your evaporated milk into the mix. So at this point, what you're going to want to go ahead and do is heat up your sugar and caramelize it to put into the ceramic bowls. I would recommend using a little pot like this to make it a lot easier. Mine has like a little area here that would make it easier to pour. So once you have that on your stove, you want to go ahead and let it heat up. And once it does, you want to go ahead and pour your sugar into the pot. You don't want to keep your eye off of the sugar because if you step away for a second, it's gonna end up burning the sugar. You don't want it to be a dark brown, you want it to be a very caramelly color. And I would recommend stirring it every like 10 seconds or so. And I went ahead and prepared, I already have laid out my ceramic bowls here. So as soon as this is ready, then I'm gonna go ahead and pour it into this. And I'll show you guys how to pour it. You wanna be very careful because you don't wanna burn yourself. So as soon as it starts melting, this is what it's gonna look like. It's gonna get very like chunky, I guess. But that's totally fine. Just keep mixing it and then it'll eventually just like melt down, I guess. So at this point, it's looking like chunky applesauce pretty much. So I think it's pretty much done. This is what it should look like. It's very caramelly, very watery. So I'm gonna try to do this in front of the camera without getting burnt. What you wanna go ahead and do is pour it in and then just kind of like rotate your ceramic bowl to make sure that it's, see there? So you kind of just wanna rotate it around to make sure that the sugar is getting to every single quarter. There you have it. You should be able to make, I'll put the size down below that I'm using, but you should be able to make at least 5 and have enough sugar for 5. So now that you have these all ready to go, you want to go ahead and get your mixer. And with the measuring cup, this is a 1 cup measuring cup. You just want to go ahead and pretty much just pour some in. So this next step, you want to go ahead and place all of these into pan. And depending on the size that you have, you might have to use 2 of these. But in this case, mine fit pretty good, so I don't have to, I could just use 1. Now that you have them all in your pan, you want to go ahead and get some water and pour it inside. And this is really the only way and the best way that you can cook flan. Depending on your ceramic cups, I would suggest filling up the water up to here. So now that that's all done, you can go ahead and just throw it in the oven. So that's gonna be in the oven for literally 50 minutes. You wanna go ahead and set your timer, and you can go and do who knows what during this time. And then when it's done, we'll move on to the next step. So it's been 50 minutes and I went ahead and I took out the flan out of the oven, and I waited about 5 minutes and I threw them in the fridge to cool down a little bit more. And as soon as they are cool and ready, they should look something like this. The top will look like if it were burnt. Really fine, it's just the top part, it's not burnt at all. What you're just gonna go ahead and do is get a butter knife or just a regular knife. And what I usually do is I take off the top layer. And then that just goes in the garbage. That's what I usually do. So what you want to go ahead and do is get that butter knife again and cut along the sides. So at this point, I think it's ready for it to be flipped. And you just go ahead and grab your plate. And what I'm gonna do is put the plate over the flan and then just flip it. And you could do a little tapping motion for it to be a little bit easier, have it fall down. And voila, that's your flan. Super easy, very simple, and it should come out. The top should be very caramelized and very yummy. It should hold a shape, and that's how you make a flan. So I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you guys enjoy this flan at home. This is my version of it. There's some videos that people add more or less. I don't really know, but this is my version. And I hope you guys really enjoy this. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love and support, like always. Don't forget to follow me on social media. My Instagram will be linked down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.